Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Miss, and today I'm actually going to be reviewing the card Warning Point, which is a normal trap card introduced in Phantom Rage. The set coming out in like 2 weeks or something, so pretty soon, and this actually takes up the secret rare spot. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but secret rares are always good. You know, it's Konami, they know what they're doing. They don't want to give us some garbage secret rares. If every secret rare was good, everybody would be buying product with literally just no limit because you would always make your money back, and to a certain point, there has to be some really bad secret rares and some really good secret rares. So in this video, we're going to try to analyze and see whether this card is considered a bad secret rare that, you know, you pull it and you're like, okay, that's a waste of a spot, or, oh, not too bad, it's actually a decent card, gets me a bit of my money back, or, you know, actually, oh my god, this actually buys the box, I'm really happy. And before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yet, let's jump right into it. Alright, so for starters, Warning Point is a normal trap card. So once again, trap trick target, which is one good thing. And it is not a hard once per turn. Actually, it is just not a once per turn. It's not a you can only use, and it is not a you can only activate. So if you draw multiple copies of this card, it's already decent. And the effect is whenever your opponent summons one or multiple monsters, I like the, you know, the fact that it's plural, you negate the effect of every single one of those monsters not targeting, and those monsters cannot attack, they cannot be used for materials for fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link, you know, materials, but they can actually be tributed over. So if you're playing against Monarchs, you are getting cucked. Well, not really, because I mean, who cares? First of all, who plays Monarchs outside of Lithium? And second of all, if you're negating Eidos, they can't play anyways, so who cares? Same thing with Idea. And also, it says when a monster is summoned, it doesn't have to be just normal or specialed. It can be normal, special, or flip summoned, so it actually covers a lot of ground. Alright, unfortunately this was the easy part. Now let's get into what makes me not like this card too much, because I'm trying to be as not biased as possible, but this is still a trap card, and for me to actually like a trap card, it has to be extremely good, and this card has every single flaw that a typical trap card actually has. First of all, it is actually a trap card that waits until your opponent does something, so by default it is a reactive trap card, and those always fit in the category of weaker cards, because if you can't use a trap card at any point you want to, then you are kind of like at your opponent's mercy, you know? Like, you're pretty much telling them, okay, please do something so I can actually just use this card, and if they don't, well, shit, I can't play the game. Realistically, this card is completely garbage and unplayable going second, because they might have already have an established board, and you just look at this card and say, you don't even need to summon anything anymore, so you are under a lot of pressure. You have a trap card that is, once again, like I said, not a proactive spot removal. And by the way, I want to clarify something, you know, with trap cards. A lot of people, they just see purple cards and they think instantly to themselves, oh, purple cards are not good because they are slow, and shit, I need an argument. Let's just think about something. They're slow and they're slow. But the thing is, that's the exact same thing as just closing your eyes and trying to, I don't know, like walk into the darkness and always repeat yourself the same thing and saying, okay, yeah, even if those cards actually are good, they're still bad because, I don't know, I just don't want to, you know, listen and try to actually use my brain. There is, you know, a combination of trap cards that are just purple cards that allow you to win complete games, matches, and tournaments in Yu-Gi-Oh! That people, they still believe aren't necessarily good. So me, I actually am a huge fan of trap cards. I think purple cards are pretty much my favorite cards. And let's just say I was talking about Needle Sealing plus Solemn Strike against a board of 5 negations. You know, once again, we're talking about 2 trap cards, but they are one proactive spot removal and a spell speed 3 card that your opponent literally just cannot do anything about, unless you're getting like Zephyr Divine Strike, Solemn Judgment, or Royal Decreed very early, like on your end phase, or if you're red rebooted. I mean, obscure, not really gonna come up, right? Yeah, I mean, realistically, Needle Sealing plus Solemn Strike destroys everyone, so yeah, don't come whining to me with your, oh yeah, but it's a trap card, it's slow. That doesn't mean anything, but unfortunately, this card Yes, it is a trap card and it is slow for different reasons, not because, you know, the card is actually purple. Just stop being racist, man. Yo, purple cards are just as nice, if not nicer than other cards. But the fact that it actually has to wait until your opponent does something turns me off like there's no tomorrow. I hate cards like that. I love cards like Dragma Punishment, where it's just target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and then, you know, send a card from your extra deck to the graveyard, obviously with a little bit of requirement, and a huge drawback because you can't access your extra deck for 2 turns. But you know, it is a card that you can just activate at any moment. Compulse, same thing, not once per turn. It's searchable by Trap Trick just like this card is, but it actually can be used at any moment. You know, Lost Wind, it can be used at any moment and recycles itself. It can even be used during the damage step. That's crazy. And what else? There is Cybernetic Overflow, you know, Ritual Beast Steeds. All those trap cards, Salamangreat Roar, Rage, and even Roar is actually a pretty good one. The combination of Rage Roar, when you have a Link 3 monster or something, you can destroy 4 cards, your opponent can just not negate anything, because even if he tries to negate, your Roar just says, no, not gonna happen. So, you know, don't hate on trap cards. They're really nice. Unfortunately, this one is a disaster. Do I think it's garbage? Absolutely. It'll be maximum $1 or $2. Like, people are going to pull this and probably throw it in the garbage. It is not playable in a single deck. It just cannot even see play in the side deck because it doesn't even have, you know, inherent, I don't know, protection to like back row removal. If you get Lightning Stormed or Dustered or something, it's not like you could use this card still. Different Dimension Ground and Artifact Sanctum and Dimensional Barrier, just they completely dodge that because they were so proactive and they have a lingering ability that it just doesn't matter. You get Dustered, you get Twinned, whatever, you just chain the card, you are safe for 1 full turn. This card, exactly like Bottomless, Mirror Force, you're praying that your opponent does something, and if they lose to this, well, good for you, and if they don't, well, too bad for you, you are dead. But that's pretty much all I had to say for this review on Warning Point. Pretty interesting card, though. You should definitely keep an eye on this. It's not because a trap card is, you know, a trap card that you should necessarily just say, screw it, because that's still a message that I'm trying to bring to you. And with this video, hopefully it actually clears some things up. Needle Sealing plus Stormstrike, like I said, best 2-card combo ever. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.